It's Andres here, welcome back to my poker channel. I am pissed about this incident in Baltimore, but let's run the clip first so you can see for yourself. In this $1,700 circuit event, I think there is about a pay jump of $100,000 from third place to first prize, which was $140,000 or so. And the dealer, as you can see in the clip, insta mucks the winning hand. And whereas I think that giving dealers shit for their mistakes is generally not the way to go, in this spot, I would tend to disagree. You know, this dealer does not have enough respect for the game. The way he handles the chips and the cards in such an important situation is just wrong on so many levels. You're supposed to do a lot to accommodate the players in a high stakes scenario like this, you know, where you're playing for a lot of money up top. You're supposed to maybe push the cards up a little, and then you're supposed to make sure that the losing player who busts out of the tournament at this late of a stage understands why he lost the hand, that he can process it. So you look at the winning and the losing hand. You know, you don't have to take forever, but insta-mucking it in 2 seconds is absolutely ridiculous, you know, and just cannot happen. And I think if you have enough respect for the game and you don't always think that you're right, it doesn't happen to you ever. What makes things worse is that the beneficiary of this spot is not a random poker player, but none other than Maurice Hawkins. I don't think I've covered him on this channel yet, but you know, if you just Google his name all over the internet, you know, it's clear that he owes people money. Why is it always the scumbags in the poker world that are free-rolling people in spots like these where there's a dealer mistakes happening? I just don't know. And it gets worse. On Twitter, there's a current debate about whether reporters should speak up in this situation. And I just can't believe how way off moral compasses are these days in the poker industry. Because some people are really arguing for the reporter not speaking up, despite the fact that the cards speak, they're face up, it's a showdown. It's everyone's game, an observer, somebody giving a massage, another player from another table, somebody from the rail, it doesn't matter. When there's a showdown and there's a mistake happening, you absolutely have the right to point that out. Yes, it's not your job, you're doing reporting, but should you say something out of morals? Absolutely, you should. You know, when cards are face down, it's not your deal. I would say quite the opposite. You should get a penalty if cards are face down and you're pointing out somebody that he has a winner or he's about to muck the winner. That is an absolute no-go. It's a player's responsibility once there is no showdown. But when there's a showdown, especially in a tournament when there's all-ins, you have to even show your hand, you know. In that spot, it's completely different from a cash game where you sometimes, you know, just are able to muck a winner. I just don't understand how people can, you know, argue the other way for something this obvious. But I guess you have to be, you know, arguing about everything these days, even the most obvious spots of all time. What I also don't understand is poker news, etc., being so soft on Maurice Hawkins, and then even going as far as deleting this short clip of the hand and, you know, getting rid of evidence of what really went down in this tournament. I think it's just so bad for poker. When things like this happen, I think what's supposed to happen is, you know, people always reporting on the scumbaggery of people like Hawkins, Master, and at some point, casinos and operators following through and dropping the ban hammer on these guys. You know, how difficult can it be? You have something like this on camera over and over and over again, and no, it's not only the third place finisher's, unfortunately, responsibility of speaking up that he has the winning hand. If there's a showdown at the table, Maurice Hawkins had also an obligation to speak up if he saw it. And if you constantly fail in these spots, yes, of course, now we have all this situation and him owing people money. But, you know, if you constantly fail at these situations, there has to be a limit. And we have to discuss this as well as a limit of what people are allowed to do until operators finally think this is the last straw and dropping the ban hammer on people, you know? I mean, when's enough in this spot? I just don't understand it. But let me know in the comment section below what you think about this situation. I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm going to see you in the next one.